Landing pages can be one of the most important parts of any online business. So today I'm going to show you how to build a landing page inside of ClickFunnels. Now ClickFunnels is a sales funnel builder. It's just an online software that lets you build out sales funnels for your business. And a landing page is the first step in a sales funnel. So we're going to go through and we're going to build one. Now for starters, we're going to come up here to build a new funnel. And then we are going to click collect emails, because that's what we're going to do with our landing page. We'll call this landing page example. Build funnel. Okay, so one of the first things you're going to notice is all of these different templates. ClickFunnels actually has a ton of templates for every kind of page you're going to build. Because I'm doing this video, I'm not going to do a template. But if you were to go in, you could do your own template however you want. You can click on it and start editing it immediately. But I'm going to scroll down here and find there's a blank starter template somewhere down here. There it is. So I'm going to choose the blank starter option. So now our page is created. We have it ready right here. We're going to go ahead and edit page. Okay, first I want to go over kind of how everything's set up. If we come over here, you see this green. That's what's known as a section. And you can choose different widths for your section. You can go full page. We'll click that and it'll go from edge to edge. Or we could come in here and we could do, let's go extra small. And it brings it in really tight. So you can mess around with that and do different things depending on what kind of look you want to go with. So I'm going to go full page. And then next is our row. And a row, inside a row you're able to, so if we go add new row, you're able to break it up into columns. So I could do, say, a 2 column, and it'll split it up for me so that I can add different things. And then you can just click these arrows and move it around. So now that I have a 2 column row, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an element. So an element is the smallest part of a funnel. And over here you can see you can do a headline, subheadline, paragraph, image. For this one, I'm going to do an image. And the actual landing page I'm going to build for you is one that I've used in the past that's worked really well for me. So I'm just going to recreate that for you. We're going to go over to settings. So at the top of each element is a settings button. We're going to click that. We're going to come over here. Right over here's a little button for image. These are all images I've already uploaded into my account. So I'm going to click this image, add image. Now it's right there. And I could add a URL to this image if I want to right here. Or I could change the height, but if I don't touch the width or the height, it'll automatically adjust to the person's screen when they look at this. So now that I have my image, I'm going to go ahead and add a subheadline. And I'm going to go edit this subheadline to say, free report reveals, ... Now for this subheadline, I will go to settings. And I can come down here. So there's my text color, and then there's a bold color. I will click bold color. You get all these different color options, and you can mess with all of the color scales. I'm not that fancy. I'm just going to click red. So you notice my text color is black, my bold color is red. So if I come back to that subheadline, come back to that subheadline. If I just highlight part of this and change it to bold, now that's what my bold color is. So now I have black and red. So instead of sticking with that, I will go and highlight the whole thing and turn it all to bold. And I'm going to bold my little ellipsis. So now it's all red. If I go back to settings, I can change the size of the text. I'll move it up to 28. So now underneath that, I'm going to add a headline. Click headline. I'm going to edit it. Okay, I didn't want to make you guys sit through watching me type all slow. So now that I have my headline there, I'm going to change the size. I want it to be big, but I think I'm going to try to keep it on 2 lines. Let's see if we'll go 3 lines. Oh, forgot to capitalize Y. Okay, so now we have a subheadline, a headline. So we're like 3/4 of the way done with this landing page. Next, we need to add a spot for people to give us their information. So if we scroll down through these elements, there's an input. We're going to click input. And on this one, I'm going to go to settings and change the input type. So it says input type right here. I'm going to go first name. And I'll put in the text your first name here. And I'm going to make it required. And then you know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to go to advanced settings, go down to icon. We'll do a name icon on the left, make it color. Boom. Now we have a spot for someone to put their first name. We're going to add a new element. Now we don't just want their name, we want a way to contact them. So we're going to go back to input. We're going to go back to input settings. We'll do email address, it's required. Advanced settings, come down here to icon, email icon, color, left. So now we have these little icons on here, so if they don't want to read the text for whatever reason, they can just look at this little image, they know what they're getting. So that's pretty much done. Now up here, I still have this from when I added this page. What I'm going to do is add a new element in that first row. I'm going to roll all the way down here to progress bar. Now, I really like progress bars because they give you a little bit of urgency. Make it match the color of the book. Ooh, animated stripes. Make it look like they're closer to done. Just some random cosmetic stuff. There we go. Now we have this bar. Let's delete this headline. So I have a progress bar. It's not necessary, but I think it helps create a little bit of urgency for people. Okay, so now we're pretty much done, but we have a couple things left. First, we have spots for people to put their name and their email. We have no way for them to submit it. So we're going to come down here, add a new element. We're going to add a button. We're going to go to button settings. We're going to say get instant access. And we will change the font size of this button because big buttons get clicked. And let's change the color to red. All right, so now we need to set the action for this button. So they need to know what's going to happen when someone clicks this button. So we'll go to set action right here. We will go submit order or submit form. So these two inputs are a form, and we want when they click this button, it'll submit this form. Save our progress. Now, one thing that I really like about ClickFunnels is it allows you to make things for desktop and for mobile. So if we come up here to the top left, there's a desktop button. That's what we've been editing. We can also click mobile. So now we can see this is what it'll look like if someone opens this on their phone. And it looks okay, but there's a few things like we don't want this text to be that big on this headline right here. And also, if you look at this, if someone opens this and the first thing they see is this bar and then this picture, but they don't really see any words or headlines, they may get confused, they might leave. So I want to put these words, the subheadline, the headline, above my picture. So it's above the fold when someone opens this on their phone. But if we go back to desktop, I don't want to move the ones over here. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go right here on this subheadline, free report reveals. I'm going to go right up above it, and there's a button that says clone. I'm going to click that. So I have 2 of them. If I scroll this right up here, I can go to settings. I come down to this bottom right, and I can click mobile only. So now that only shows up if it's on someone's phone. So for this old one, I'll go to settings, make that desktop only. So it only shows up if someone's on their computer. And I'll do the same thing with the headline. So we'll scroll that right up there. Settings, mobile only. Now this mobile only one, we don't want it to look that big. That's a little obnoxious. We want to size it down. I try not to have more than 3 lines on my headlines. I don't know why. It's just a habit. So size that down. Maybe we'll size this down so it doesn't look bigger than our headline. Like right, let's do 20 right there. We'll come back down to this old one. Make that desktop only. Okay, so now this is what it looks like if someone comes on the computer. This is what it looks like if someone comes in on their phone. We'll go down to this button, go to the settings, and we can actually, so right here it says font size. Now it's the font size if they're on desktop. Right below it, it says mobile size. Now this lets us pick a different size if someone's on their phone. So we can change this one button. Oh, let's see, what's 28 look like? We'll make it 28 pixels. So this button now will be this size if they're on mobile, but it will be this size if they're on their desktop. That's probably one of my favorite features of ClickFunnels, is being able to see the mobile view and the desktop view and be able to edit things differently based on if someone is on their desktop or on their phone. Because if we've all been there where you get onto a website and it's not optimized for mobile and you're just on your phone trying to read this thing, you have to scroll like to the side like 6 times to finish a sentence, and it's terrible, and then you hate that website forever. I don't want to do that. So I make it look good on both desktop and mobile, and ClickFunnels makes it super easy to do that. And there you have it. I'm going to add one more thing below this button. We're going to add a new element, add a paragraph. All right, I just copied that text over for you, so you don't have to watch me write it. And I like icons, so I'm going to go to icon picker and pick lock. And then I like changing the color of this so it's gray, so it's still readable, it's still legible, but it's not standing out, it's not drawing your attention. Boom, there you have it. That's the landing page I wanted to make for you guys. This is a landing page that's worked really well for me. It's very simple. It's definitely something you could pull off if you want to build one yourself. Now there's one more feature about ClickFunnels I want to show you. So this is probably my favorite feature about ClickFunnels. So if you see right here, this is the page we just built right here. And there's this little thing over here that says start split test. So if you don't know what a split test is, it's pretty much where you take something and you run some of your traffic to one version, and then you make a different version of it that you change something. Maybe you change the headline, maybe you change the picture, maybe you change the way the entire page is set up, but you change something about it, and you send some of your traffic to the one that's changed. And by doing this, you're able to test them against each other and see which one works better. Some people have changed as much as just the headline and seen a 500% increase in sales. And it's over just simple things that, like, some of the stuff you can tell if it's going to kind of look good, but some of it you literally just have to run a test, see which one works better. And a lot of times you'll be surprised. So ClickFunnels makes that super easy. Just click create variation. And what we can do is we can either create a completely new page from a template, just completely different than the page we just made, or we can go right here and do create duplicate form. So I'm going to create a duplicate page, and now you see we have a copy of it right over here. We're going to go edit that. Let's just do something simple like change the headline. How to work smarter, not harder. So now you can see we have 2 different pages. Only difference is the headline. We made a different headline for each. Now what we can do is click Start Split Test, apply changes. So now we can see half our traffic will go to that first page, half our traffic will go to that second page. And that'll let us see which page converts better, which one do people like more, which one connects to their emotions more, makes them want to give us their email address. So then one thing we can do is this button right here, we can preview the split test version. So this is what it'll look like when someone goes to the page. This is exactly what it'll look like. And there you have it. That is how you build a landing page inside of ClickFunnels. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like this video down below and then subscribe to the channel. Now, if you want a copy of this landing page I just built, you can actually go down to the description. I'll have a link for you. You can get a copy of this landing page. It's inside a funnel I built. And then also, you will get a free 14-day trial of ClickFunnels. So it'll take this landing page I just built. It'll throw it into your account. You can mess with it, change stuff, do whatever you want to do to it, and then start running traffic to it. If it works for you in that first 14 days, great. If it doesn't work, you just got to cancel your trial. You'll be good. There you have it, guys. Well, thanks for watching. I hope this was really helpful for you. Now you know how to build a landing page.